Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Today, two teams get set to square off in an inter-conference battle in the AAC. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulls offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
The Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle. It's Lamb. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got it. He gets a block. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Movement here from the tight end. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And a missed opportunity on third. Defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Running it back, it's Smith. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. South board are ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Give to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Has to throw this off his back foot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Marshall. Coming after it. Fires to the tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
When you're in defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
On second down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bentley. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to blast their way in. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They want to just keep throwing it. It's caught. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Bulls are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Eccles. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Give to the running back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. To the air, it's Carter. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the option. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll run for it on 4th down. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Carter. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the offense. The give to the back. Hard running there. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Looking for a man. It's Carter. It's complete to the right. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the field.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was...
And the quarterback is snowed under. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
How about that pressure dialed up by the defensive coordinator and a third down sack? Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We Played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
Kevin about ready to start the second half here. And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Oh, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously, not as good as throwing the touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Bulls his way forward.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To throw, it's Marshall. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forward.
And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. On the run, it's Lamb. And some room to work. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bulls in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 28 over Louisville. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Blasted as he lets it go. He finds his man. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
They'll try the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Carter. They're trying, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Carter. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Second down coming up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
At the 17-yard line. Third down coming up.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? The play action fake. Into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 28 over Louisville. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulls.
Number 19.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just feeds the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Third down coming up.
They're facing a third down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. To the air, it's Marshall. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it out.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
Touchdown. USF.
That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.